Have you ever met someone, maybe at work, maybe online, who knew almost nothing about a topic, but talked like they were the world's leading expert? Or worse, have you ever been that person? Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Most of us have been, and there's actual science behind why this happens, and why the smartest people you know are often the least confident. This is called the Dunning-Kruger Effect, and once you understand it, you'll never see confidence the same way again. In 1995, a man named MacArthur Wheeler walked into two Pittsburgh banks in broad daylight, no mask, no disguise, and robbed them both. When police showed him the surveillance footage, he was completely shocked. He said, and I'm quoting, "But I wore the juice." He genuinely believed that rubbing lemon juice on his face would make him invisible to cameras, because lemon juice can be used as invisible ink, so logically, it should make faces invisible too, right? Wrong, obviously, but Wheeler had no idea how wrong he was. A Cornell psychology professor named David Dunning read this story and had a thought that would change psychology forever. How could someone be so incompetent and yet so completely unaware of it? He and his student Justin Kruger ran a series of experiments in 1999. They tested students on logic, grammar, and humor, and what they found was stunning. The people who scored in the bottom 12th percentile, the absolute lowest performers, believed they were performing around the 62nd percentile. They thought they were above average. The less they knew, the more confident they felt.
Researchers mapped this into what's now called the Dunning-Kruger curve, and it has 4 stages. Stage 1, Mount Stupid, show on curve. You learn a little bit about something. Maybe you watched a few YouTube videos, read one article, and suddenly you feel like you get it. You're confident, you're vocal. This is the peak of what researchers call Mount Stupid, the most dangerous place to be. Stage 2, the Valley of Despair. Then reality hits. You realize how much you don't know. Your confidence crashes. Many people quit here. They assume they're just not smart enough. Stage 3, the slope of enlightenment. But those who push through, they start gaining real knowledge. Slowly, steadily, confidence rebuilds, but this time it's grounded. Stage 4, the plateau of sustainability. True experts land here. They're confident, but they also know exactly where the edges of their knowledge are. Ironically, highly skilled people often underestimate their performance because they assume what's easy for them is easy for everyone. Two completely opposite problems, both caused by the same root issue.
Social media influencers with minimal medical knowledge confidently sharing health and nutrition advice because they truly believe they can digest and share complex topics like dieting and disease prevention. Meanwhile, actual doctors post the same content with caveats, disclaimers, and uncertainty, and get fewer views. In the workplace, the new employee who's been on the job 3 weeks and already has opinions on how to fix everything. Meanwhile, the 15-year veteran quietly does the actual work. And on a massive scale, look at the Fyre Festival, where the organizer genuinely believed he had the skills to pull off a world-class music festival with almost no experience. The result? Stranded attendees, unpaid workers, and a prison sentence. Or Theranos? Elizabeth Holmes, a college dropout with no medical background, sold investors on flawed research because she was completely unaware of the depth of what she didn't know. This isn't just embarrassing. This is dangerous. And here's the most uncomfortable part. Recognizing your own incompetence requires a certain level of competence in the first place. You need to know enough to know what you're missing. If you don't have that knowledge yet, you literally can't see the gap.
So why does your brain do this? It's not stupidity. It's actually a survival mechanism. Your brain hates uncertainty. Uncertainty is exhausting, so it fills gaps in your knowledge with confidence, because a confident decision, even a wrong one, feels better than paralysis. And there's another piece. Confidence is so highly valued in society
that many people would rather appear smart than admit they don't know something, even to themselves. We reward people who sound certain. We reward bold predictions. We reward confidence over humility, even when humility is the smarter choice. So how do you avoid falling into this trap? Here are 3 things that actually work. Number 1, assume you're on Mount Stupid. Whenever you feel very confident about something you recently learned, pause. Ask yourself, have I actually tested this? Or do I just feel good about it? That pause alone can save you from a lot of embarrassing mistakes. Number 2, seek out people who know more than you. Not to feel bad about yourself, but to recalibrate. Real experts will show you the edges of the map. That discomfort you feel, that's growth. Number 3, get comfortable saying, I don't know. 3 words that actually signal intelligence. The most respected experts in any field say this constantly. It's not weakness. It's the mark of someone who's past Mount Stupid.
Here's what I want you to walk away with. The goal isn't to be the most confident person in the room. The goal is to be the most accurate. And the first step to accuracy? Knowing how little you know. Socrates said it thousands of years ago. Dunning-Kruger proved it in a lab, and MacArthur Wheeler proved it the hard way. Don't be Wheeler. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.